I have this note here in Notion that says David Lynch research heavily. And like, I first came across David Lynch on Masterclass. So if I press watch trailer here, to make it a little quick.
Ideas are everything.
We're gonna mute it so I can have it playing. But like this guy, I just remember like feeling as though I was deep in his brain. And like I remember these backgrounds of like red, blue, green, yellow, all that stuff. And it just really captivated me. It really like made me feel like, damn, this guy thinks like me, or I think like this guy. And I feel stuck between David Lynch, right? And like if I go over here to like Van Neistat or David Lynch or whatever, they're ultra creatives. And I talked a little bit about this in this little podcast, Creativity Meets Business. I feel like I'm stuck between that guy and then Alex Hermazi, where he's very much about just do the fucking work, do the stuff. And I think both are good. I've went through the trouble of setting up like in Notion like a way to capture all these different ideas that I have or these things that I saw. So this quote was from yesterday, and it said, "The time for commercial consideration is after the work is complete." And Casey Neistat is quoting Rick Rubin. And it's in this film here.
But one that will pay dividends sort of for all of us creative.
I'm not sure exactly where in this film, but I wish that I didn't have this battle going on back and forth all the time. Because it's tough. You'll get going, you'll get moving on a trajectory. Like it's almost like having two people right here. Boom, boom. And one's creative and one's business. And like business cares about results. Business cares about money. Business cares about like what does the algorithm say and what do these things, what do the metrics say to continue to make more success. And then creativity is like, fuck that. We're just gonna make this beautiful and we're gonna make this a great project. Like something that I love, like, or that I saw that just made me think art was like Dune 2. Like this shit just so good.
It's okay. I'm here. It's been a while since you've had one of those nightmares.
Possibly.
Tell me, what was it about?
It's only fragments.
Don't think I can. I'm not sure what's not. Or like
nothing's clear. You've been fighting the Arcanins for decades.
Just Dune is just such a good example of like what art is. And it's funny because you look at this stuff and you're like, damn, like how long did it take you to actually do this? And it takes you a long time. It takes you a long fucking time, like so long. But that is art. That is art. You just put in that work, you put in that dedication, and bro, it moves you. It's like hits here. It's like an emotional like thing, like you hits right in the heart. And so I have like heart and trying to think of something that rhymes with heart, and then like money I don't know. Money's important. Money is fucking important. I promise you, it's important. It's fucking important. Money, and then heart, that they're both different. It's almost like the brain and the mind and the heart. Where am I going with this? I'm talking about David Lynch. I feel like you can have both, but I do think that work is more important. And the reason I say that is obviously your livelihood, your freedoms depend on work. So if you're able to take care of work and get your work schedule right, then you have the freedom to then either lean into more work, your choice, or have that breath of creativity. You can almost use it as like a reward system. Creativity is like the reward system for you doing the hard fucking work. And that's kind of how I think about it. Like I'm fitting it in my day, but I do know that I got leads I got to follow up with. I got deals I need to close for Start Right. I got product to make. Like, there's so much work to be done, and I think creativity is like the reward. I see series like this here with Chris and Becky, or Becky and Chris, Becky and Chris, where they've got these series. This is Heading West. I think I watched Heading East. Cold Island. Where are you at? Buying. I think it's in here. Playlist, Heading East.
So it started off, it was supposed to be a weekend trip. This has turned into something a lot bigger than we had anticipated.
300 Whiskey Zulu is departing from Buffalo Airfield eastbound.
If you look here, I'm trying to get to a point where it shows, there's a lot of supporting footage, but the whole thing is from a
Proceed on course edge.
Any of the
Just looks like it malfunctioned.
in this. You might need to just come over here.
Everything up, get ready to go, and then Monday, weather pending.
So it started off, it was
Right
supposed
here. Shit.
to clean out the helicopter, pack it, and then we're just going to leave on Monday. That's okay, because we're not really on a time schedule. That's the theme of general aviation, is that if you're trying to get somewhere fast, don't fly yourself. This is the helicopter equivalent of a junk floor. Well, not this. This is our MVP, the Garmin InReach. We're going to keep this. It's not junk.
What
So
I'm
it's like
looking to
cleaning
do,
another
right,
clog.
is have my talking heads that I do. Honestly, the looms themselves, Loom is the fucking goat, bro. Loom. I don't think I can go on my Loom right now because it's recording. But use Loom to kind of honestly do the talking head and the reference all at once. And then Notion, if you look here, because I'm putting all my videos in Notion, I'm putting all the stuff in Notion. If I search for something like the word, I don't know, creativity, right? Activity. You can see that it comes up in this note here, but it also comes up here in this envisioning a legacy, balancing passion and pragmatism. But even more, look here, this ParentPreneur to premium sales, the 1 million journey. If I click into that, this is part of a transcript that was added from a video. So you can see that it's at minute 2 and 13 seconds. And then I can come up here and say, it's 2 minutes, 13 seconds. If we're talking about creativity, we're gonna come 2 minutes, 13 seconds. It's gonna show 2 minutes, okay, 2 minutes, 13.
Those two things are time
Press play.
and, crazy enough, creativity. See, let's start with creativity. being a creative, being someone that like intrinsically cares a lot about art and passion and colors and fonts and all these different things, like, we aren't the people to raise our hand and say, hey, let me be that salesperson. Let me.
That is, bro. This shit is so fucking better. I promise you, it's fucking better. Because like, the thing that is happening right now, I think this is a video. What I've been doing is I've been making the footage and going through the day, etc., blah blah blah, whatever, and then you put the whole video on the timeline, and then you watch it through and you listen for words that come up. You're like, oh man, yeah, I talked about David Lynch. Let me go find some footage about David Lynch. And you're like, oh, I talked about Becky and Chris. Oh, let me go find some footage about. You can do that real fucking time. Like, this is what we're doing right now. Let's go. This is what it is to be in my mind. Like, if you didn't know already, this is what the fuck it is to be a creative that is. Let's operate the fucking business, David. Let me know if you feel the same way. It's cool, it's dope, because I can do videos in one take as long as I can hit the reference easy, right? For instance, if I say the word, trying to think of a word, like right now, we're at Walmart. Walmart. That is reference. Like, that is reference. You say something and you show it. Most times you're kind of showing it while you're saying it. So yeah, we don't got the exact. We do. Sorry, my bad. Might be if I wanted to like go over here and talk about where, let's see, maps. Yeah, maps. Sorry. Here we go. Got you. If I wanted to show you exactly where we are right now, we're right here. This is a reference of Walmart, and that's where the fuck I am parked right now. I can't. It's crazy to me that I'm making a film on my phone while doing this. Like one take, one shot. Now, what I think can happen is as we get better at doing this, I think we go through and we can cut out some of the silence, some of the whatever. We can cut that stuff down and then maybe add some more supporting material on it. But honestly, I just think that the supporting material just gets added real time. That way we're not wasting any time. We can spend the time on going over, like, look, right now, if I go over to ChatGPT and I write out a new note and I say new video or title and description for YouTube video, and this is discovering I can make a video in real time with reference material. We talked about David Lynch and David Lynch and creativity. and no more timeline no more timelines, just real time. At least for 80% of what we are doing now. Okay, so we're going to see what it's going to put out. Unlocking creativity in real time, the David Lynch inspired method. That's a little tough because it's kinda, let's see, not exactly, the method isn't inspired directly by David Lynch. Just used as an example of what my mind feels like. The creativity unleashed, real-time video making inspired by the mind of David Lynch. That's not what I said. It's not what I said. You saw it. You saw me say, chat, check me out. It's not inspired. It's just the thoughts. You saw it. Step into the world where creativity flows as freely and unpredictably as the thoughts of David Lynch's mind. This video unveils a revolutionary method of video creation that transcends traditional timelines and processes, embracing the chaos and spontaneity of real-time creativity. By drawing parallels with Lynch's unique narrative style, we delve into how this approach has transformed 80% of creative endeavors, allowing us to bring ideas to life almost instant. We're gonna have to work on the title and description, but you get me. And so all we need to do is every single idea that we come up with, we have, right? So boom. If we go back over here to our activities, our notes or whatever, like the next one that I'm probably going to write out is pretty much about the time for commercial consideration is after the work is complete. I just have these notes that I can now just deep dive on. That's pretty much all we're doing here, and that's the film. Hopefully you like this. If you didn't, why are you still at the end? If you're at the end, like, you probably liked it, right? Let me know in the comments below if your mind is at all anything like this. All right, cool. Thanks. Peace.